Hey there, my fellow tacticians. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Scrappy Privateer. Episode 13, Battle Planning.
So I'm going to run this quest back to Alvis. And if you want me to continue to do Academy missions, or Pirate missions, or Server missions, it is up to you. I think I'm pretty close to being able to do the jump drive quest chain. I will caveat, though, that like the quest chain, even speedrunning, might take me about an hour. And probably require some save scumming. But I was supposed to start with the jump drive, and because the mods that allow you to like unlock that stuff automatically are kind of broken because of the update, I'm not able to like have that jump drive that I'm supposed to have. So I'm here, and I'm just going to do like one quick job, and then do whatever you guys vote for next. I wish there was a way to like mouse over something to see if you've ever gotten telemetry data off of it or not. I don't think that there's an easy way to see that. Like you can't just look at a gas giant and be like, oh, I've scanned this before. The jump drive is from the Academy, yeah. It's an Academy quest chain. So I am 4 rep away, I believe, from hitting the threshold to start this jump drive quest chain. It seems to me like Pirate Missions is going to have the go-ahead. So I'll check the bars, and then I'll check the pirate bases. Agreville should be getting hit with that raid quite soon. But I'm not making an effort to stop them. I don't want military offering bounties. Alright, let's go out to Corvus Gunnier. Try to pick up some missions. So the ground defenses finally did get complete. So there's a bit of a shortage here as a result of the impending raids. The accessibility of our ports from merchants is limiting our ability to supply ship hulls or heavy armaments or transplutonics. So there's resource shortages. But the pirates actually haven't hit yet, which is interesting. Taking their sweet time. So you want me to bring a fellow pirate base offline? No. You extract a subject from unjust confinement 2 light years away. Will require Marines, and it will piss off the independent faction? No, I don't want to do that either. I, A, don't have Marines, and B, I don't want to piss off the independents, because they're just... If it was Pathers, I might consider it. Big difference between the two. I could also hit up my contacts. So I have contacts in Corvus where I am here. or in Zagan, and I can try to make new contacts. So I'm actually heading to one of my contacts now. You want me to help you clear out some organics. I don't have additional cargo space for that. But I can accept it and do my best. You know, in a location of Eradicator Blueprint? Sure. Makes me happy with the pirates, and I can lose a whole bunch of money for Eradicator Blueprint. It was a big cost, but Eradicators are really nice ship blueprints to have for personal defense force fleets. So I think it's a worthy trade. And then all of these organics, I'll just sell here. Because I was over cargo capacity, so I'd be hemorrhaging supplies if I didn't sell them here. So she no longer has work for me. Let's try my contacts in Hypersil. I think that's where my other contact is. Where's Wednesday Knife? No, it's at Zagan's in the Independence. Okay. So we'll head there. They scanned me, couldn't find the Alpha Core. Losers. There's also a potential contact on Jangala as well. I don't need 2 contacts in one system, so I'm not gonna bother building up that contact. You have a maximum of 5, and I like to spread them out as a personal preference. That way, if there's like local infighting, like if there's a big war in that system where like both sides of the factions hate me, I'm not prevented from interacting with those contacts, because that can and does happen. Not often, but it does. All right, Wednesday Knife. She's just trying to sell me black market stuff, so no thanks. You want me to move recreational drugs. I will smuggle for you. Because I have a smuggler ship. Malcolm would be proud. Where am I taking this? I didn't even check. I mean, generally when you smuggle, you smuggle to a populated world. It's not like a dead drop or a spy set, so it's always going to be somewhere in the core worlds. So it wasn't really important to me where it was, because I knew it was not going to be too far. Agraville is now increased size to 5. Being increased size to 5, I'm no longer going to pay hazard pay, means that it will start to gain the attraction of other factions just from the presence and size. Yeah, so here is Persean League provides some crisis pressure just from the fact that I have a big world. Oh well. It's one of those things like you just can't avoid. So you can actually avoid that specifically if you join the league, which we are obviously not going to do. But you could go to Kazaran, their capital, and negotiate joining the league in order to get the harassment and pressure to stop. But no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather not. The question I do have, which I should check. So in my home system, is there a planet? No. Frozen. So there's no good planets to actually build like a military manufacturing hub, unfortunately. There's no like hot volcanic worlds with like mining or whatever. So the raid was successful. And now they're withdrawing. I'm going to turn off Freeport so that we don't have ruin stability. And then the orbital station is going to be disrupted, meaning that it's essentially damaged for 44 days. Not a big deal. That's a pretty tame result of that. And now I have to manage to smuggle. All right, let's hack their comms. They have like 2 pickets sitting on their planet, so I'm not going to be able to smuggle in there. So oh wow, they're picket searching me. So the ideal, I did act like a smuggler to be fair, so I know why they're chasing me. So the ideal ships would be like phase ships with insulated engines. They would be really good smugglers, and I just don't have any of those. Especially insulated cargo ships. Or alternatively, insulated engines of a pirate mule is really not bad either, because of the shielded cargo. Same with the Cerberus. No one was around, so snuck the drugs in. All right. You have a stockpile of organics that you need to get rid of. Well, it's a pirate mission, so sure. I don't think I have the room for it. No, I have room for 300. All right. I could even, because I have a lot of heavy machinery back at home, I can even part with my heavy machinery here, freeing up inventory space, selling to the black market. Jump. Picking up organics at Jangala, where my other contact is. Oh wait, is this Jangala? No, it isn't. Why would I be stopping here? Must have misclicked. It would be nice to see a fully upgraded Paragon. I think once I tick over to level 6 and I get hull restoration, I think it's very reasonable to then ride around with the Paragon to remove demods, and then once it's fully removed, that and a few of the other combat ships to then absolutely go ham. What am I doing here? I'm just trading. It's honest trade, so I don't need to hide. So relations with pirates are at 11. And I have a bunch of these organics that I'll just dump to the black market. I'm just doing this for the quest rewards, the rep. A location of a wing blueprint for cheap, sure. A secret package delivery to the northeast for 13 days, fine. And you want recreational drugs? Sure. I might even be able to just buy the recreational drugs. Yeah, what was it, 70? So 70 recreational drugs delivered to Eventide. So I'm going to try to do this as cheaply as possible. I'm just going to go to Eventide and try to buy it off the black market and then deliver it at Eventide. It's not good for money, but it makes it very, very simple to smuggle in and out. So won't be pissing anyone off in the process, rather. I'm just the middleman. none of the analysis or survey missions have been pirate ones, which is kind of upsetting because those are often very easy to do and very lucrative to do. Oh, I do have to have transponder off. That's right. Well. Yeah. Good luck chasing me. I'm too fast. Let's go hack their sensor array and throw them for a loop. So far, I've actually avoided being super hostile with anyone, other than the Luddic Path, which I started hostile with. Which means there is actually a hidden benefit for me trying to play both sides, which is that Luddic immigration. The accessibility due to the very low hostilities with other factions means that the accessibility and growth of my planet is really, really high as a result. Because if you're hostile with every faction other than pirates, only pirates would like immigrate to your planet and trade, and everyone else would be trying to murder you. Ouch. I think I have enough stealth storage to hide from their scans. Oh no, they found 16 drugs. So I'll surrender it. Not all the drugs fit. So I'll have to sneak into Eventide, buy drugs, and then sell drugs. And which is what I should have done to begin with. So as soon as I see an opportunity to sneak in there, I'll go dark and sneak. In fact, I'm going to save now, go dark now. Because there's only a merchant. Oh no, there's another picket. Pooped out a picket right when I dark. Come on, picket, go away. I wonder if that merchant will stop me from black marketing. I know the pickets will, but I don't know about the Yep. Merchant fleet does not care. Only the police care. They ain't snitches. They're just trading. So that one's done. So the dead drop. That's not too far away. I'm sure I have the fuel for it. Oh, easy. And it's also a star system that I would want to survey anyway, because it's adjacent to the core worlds. I am going to disengage with a story point. These Corsairs are trying to stop me from dead dropping, and no thanks. I'd rather do the mission. Bye. And that will actually give me some bonus XP. Trying to level up to get the removal of D-mods. So it's not a waste of story points. It'll actually help me level up a bit. Ooh, what's you? Tartarus Freighter. With information about an equipment cache. And full of heavy weapons. I like. So the equipment cache is next to the system I'm headed to for the quest. So I might want to head on over and loot it if I have inventory space for it. Oh, and not you again. Piss off. I'll have to be more careful about avoiding their fleets. They really don't want me to run this dead drop. But now I have a lot of bonus XP and I should be able to level up faster. So dead drop is just to my south. Unusual that I had to get rid of them twice. Usually it's just one and done. So we're up to 19 with the pirates. And my relationship to my contact is actually going up. So I believe the way it's supposed to work is that given the quality of relationships between you and your contacts, the missions become more lucrative and worth more rep and everything as a result. So there was a Luddic Path terror attack that was averted by local security on Agroville. Good. Stability is 9. That's quite good. All right. That planet there looks to me like a Terran world. Oh, and it's inactive remnants here. Yeah, it's a Terran world named Humility. Oh boy, that is a mega world with a pre-domain stability. This here would be very much... Do I want this? No, I don't want it. Would be very much a good colony, I bet. So here's the equipment cache that I probably had intel on for a Shade Phase frigate. So was that it? It was, located inside a nebula at the heart. So no, that wasn't even the equipment cache that I had intel on. I probably don't have the fleet to survey this. I don't, but only 10. I'm missing 10 crew and just a bit of heavy machinery. So this is definitely a planet of interest. It's a giant planet, Terran planet, full of ruins. So I'm gonna want to come back at some point. There should be an equipment cache in here, somewhere, nearby. Maybe? There's one. Manticore and Pegasus. Oh, I like Pegasus. Not that I can make my own ships. I mean, that's against the rules of the series, but my faction can make use of it. Cool. This, yeah, I will recover this. It has 2 S mods. It's got integrated targeting units and missile autoloader built into it. So it's once it's repaired, it's going to be a pretty good harassing ship. Oh, that remnant is chasing me. All the other remnants were dormant. That one is very aggro. And they're too close to me for me to loot that supply cache, so I'm going to have to come back for that. What's chasing me? Oh, you know, I could... No. If I had my Manticore, I could win that. I could not win that with what I currently have. Which is how weak this fleet is. Or, like, I could maybe eke a victory out, but it wouldn't really be worth it. So let's try to ditch this idiot chasing me. Turning off my transponder. And going dark. Oh, you found me. You won't find me in a nebula cloud, though. Hey, Big Papa, thank you for the raid yet again. It's deja vu time. Let me give you a shout out. Playing some VS today as well? How goes it? I am just trying to get in the good graces of the pirates. As a wannabe pirate. Ah, you got windmills up and running. Bet you cost you a lot of linen. But it's always worth it. And before I leave this lovely little solar system with the... Oh, no! They found me. Can they just leave me alone? Alright, I'll take them for another long loop. Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh, there was no nav beacon. I was gonna say I should have, like, hacked their nav beacon to slow them down, but they're just moving at default speed. Starsector is a lot of fun if you like space fighting and exploration games. Oh, I can't clear those defenses, not with my fleet, so we're out of here. Definitely, Belicho is a place to go back to because of that Terran world. We're definitely going to check that out once I have the crew for it. I'm just missing 10 crew, which is just obnoxious how close I was to having the crew needed. So what I do next is going to be up to you guys. All right. Survey and salvage. It looks to me like you guys want me to return back to this lovely Terran world and to scope it out better. That's how I'm going to interpret that. Go get some crew and go figure out what's so nice about that planet. So let's go ahead and pick up a civilian hauling ship. So the current goal is to survey the Terran world. So I just need more crew capacity. That will be easy for me to do. In fact, I probably even have more crew capacity due to the Tempest that I picked up. What does this Tempest add? It adds 25. So I don't even really need to go back home, but it's beneficial because it will allow me to survey not just that planet, but like any of the planets that I happen upon. Oh, oh, that's a fleet. Not a derelict ship. Ooh, but that's a derelict ship. Right there. A Hermes. Ooh, a Hermes with drugs. Well, Hermes. Have my attention. And we'll ride the slip all the way home. Look at that fuel day per use. 1.7? That is so nice. Yeah, we did it. So I'm excited because finally we hit the necessary 550 to have a max burn increase by 3 while in hyperspace. So that means that if we take out like the Paragon, which that thing moves very slowly, we will be able to move. Our default burn speed is 3 higher now, so that we can move giant, heavy, big ships way more efficiently, which is great for, you know, if you want to get to battle and stuff like that. So I'm going to drop off this Lynx, and I'm not going to raffle it off until we're actually using it. But let's go ahead and pull DSN matter. And I think that's all I really need. Yeah. I'm contemplating pulling the Manticore and the Eradicator too. Just so that if I have to clear a probe group, I'm able to. Okay, I probably don't need that much crew. Let's go with 500. And then everything else on me right now, I'll go to the Conta Den and like dump my stuff. In fact, I'll max out on metals and dump some metals as well. Oh, I might want more heavy machinery. So hold on. If we're doing survey, I want at least the bare minimum to do survey. The other thing, if we're really, really surveying a lot of stuff, it actually makes more sense to bring the biggins. Although they're not set up for survey right now. They're set up for speed. But with that +3 hyperdrive speed on the galaxy map, I can set these up for survey and not suffer from slower speeds. So I think that's probably the right call, meaning putting away Steel Boot and putting away Bobo Bashug to take out Phantom and take out Nick the Good. Retooling Phantom and Nick the Good to have... I might actually be able to get away with... Well, no, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to keep augmented field drive fields so that within solar systems I can still outrun stuff. But hook them up with high resolution with the surveying equipment, so that I can survey very, very cheaply. So now on this survey trip, I can rip through surveys for almost no cost. And then I'll put myself in the Metacore. In Destroy with Roy, I will put in Missile Spec someone. I think the Mage is probably the best one. No, they don't have Missile Spec. Wishbringer. And then in Max, I'll put Febreze. Okay, that looks good. And I can put officers in the other ships, because why not? They'll gain a little bit of combat readiness. All right, we're looking good. I could definitely take out like a probe or two. And now I can really... I can dump a lot of the metals. So I'm going to keep some of the metals for... Actually, I'm going to get more metals. I'm going to dump all the metals. I'll keep the transplutonics. And I'll even get rid of... I'll hold on to the heavy machinery. I'm not that poor that I need to sell it off. There we go. All right, definitely Freeport. I'm not going to bother with hazard pay. I don't need to grow, but that's pretty good credits per month. And let's max out on fuel and then get a whole lot of supplies so I can do a lot of surveying. So if I want to stay out there for a long time doing surveys, it's no problem. At the end of the month, I'm going to pay out the nose for this, but like, that's okay. Ah, big attack by Luddic Church. Stupid church. I've received intel that the Knights of Lud are planning an operation to take over one of my colonies. Oh. Okay, so I'm definitely going to want to be here to defend against it. I can make an agreement with the church, or I can tactically bombard Hesperus. Upgrading to a military base probably won't be enough. So the issue here is, if you really want to build a fleet, you need to do heavy industry. And then you need to upgrade that heavy industry into orbital works. And then, ideally, you need to install a pristine nanoforge into it. But the pristine nanoforge will then pollute your world, making it less habitable. I could, alternatively, install a... I don't have a pristine nanoforge, so what I could do is I could install... oh, that was confusing. I jumped out. What I could do is install the corrupted nanoforge as just a stopgap measure, and it might be enough. So I think that's probably the route I'm going to do, because I only have one world, but like at this point, I want to start investing in my world, because I'm really tired of being bullied around. So the issue here is, if I start going down, and maybe I'll have you guys poll for this. If I start going down the heavy industry path, I'm going to attract a lot of attention, maybe unwanted attention, maybe a dangerous amount. The reason I'm not concerned about pollution is I don't even have a pristine forge to pollute me at the moment, because I can avoid installing the corrupted nanoforge, which is only a little bit of a benefit, but installing any sort of forge will pollute you. I could also alternatively colonize one of the other planets in this system. So the only requirement really for the forges, hold on, I'm misclicking a ton, so it's confusing. I want crew, cargo. Oh, I'm not interacting. Okay, here we go. So the only requirements for these nanoforges is that it's installed on heavy works or orbital works. So it doesn't really matter what kind of planet it is on, and it only causes pollution if the planet is a habitable world. So the other thing that I could do here is, in this solar system that I'm in, I could always just colonize one of these crummy little worlds. So this is a hazard rating of 175. And this is so probably the hazard rating 175. So I could colonize Xenon's world and just turn it into my orbital works world, and then do some mining for the ores here and refine the ores and the organics from mining. Where then I install a high command here with cryo-arithmetic engine, because this planet is hot. It's not extreme hot, so it doesn't really fully benefit from the cryo-arithmetic engine, but the cryo-arithmetic engine creates fleets that are 25% larger for hot worlds and 100% larger for extreme heat worlds. So if I colonized both that ice world and the other arid world, I could have a 25% bonus to fleets from the arid world, and then I could have my orbital works on the ice world. It's not perfect, it's not meta, but maybe it's enough. So I'll ask you guys, should I consider trying to set up other colonies to protect myself? Alternatively, which might not really be all that expensive, no, pay off the church. It's very reasonable to just bribe the church away from attacking me to escape their attacks. It's very, very reasonable. Some are not reasonable. Like paying off an AI inspection from the hegemony is not a reasonable thing to do, because they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. But the church is not necessarily going to charge me an arm and a leg. They are a little bit more forgiving. Ooh, what's that's a crummy ship. Oh, it's an enforcer, but it's not free. That's such a nice ability. So I'm headed in just to do some black market or pirate trading with Conta Den. And there's still time to decide what to do about the church attack. I can also undry dock the Paragon and actively work in its defense, and that's what I'll probably do, because I am not I don't care about aggroing the church. We want to fight the church. I'm good with that. Some of the other factions, like, I'd rather not take on just yet, but the church, like, you know, we need to beat them up. That's fine. All right. Not a ton of money, but, like, cool. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Scrappy Privateer, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 3rd and February 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this is a series from a marathon stream, meaning that changes cannot be made to the series. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video or also at Rhadamant.com. Additionally, in the description of this video is a link to the details about this series, if you're wondering about the scenario series rules or goals. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.